Humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank's 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Maybe on that rap and pay the bills. Now I'm finna, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger, touch.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime
before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready? Let's go.
1st and 10 at
Let's
the
go.
47-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and yeah. Bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm chilling, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
11, add that. Hey, here we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Jaguars at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground, Achane. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
13 loop.
Here's Lawrence. And that is Arroyo with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game.
There's no rest in my second down. Whatever I got your money out.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. A run up the middle with Irving. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. If they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? When they saw it last week on the ground, they want it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Bucky Irving, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Right open. 11, Agate. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. That'll be caught by Rice. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it with Achane. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Down to about the 37. You look at this Jaguar defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Layjohn to start the drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
That's taken in by Arroyo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Red on red. Hey, son. Here we go.
A give left side. Here's Layjohn. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. On 1st down, back to Layjohn. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, I'm gun.
Brings up 2nd
Here we go.
and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. Got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Bucky Irving with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, go.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Achane gets it from the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 2nd and 9. Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, kill. Take right open. Silver.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Kill. There we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now they're forcing him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 on the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. The Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
A 9-yard loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
40-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Jaguars 7.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
DC, ready? Hey,
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
To what? All righty. Nice one.
On the handoff, this is Irvin. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Ready. Hey, come on. Sit up. Let's go. Get hot. Ready.
Jackson now. Now a run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they make a field goal, turns out to be the better call here.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, he has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Here it's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Jags are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one caught by Rice. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
A 3-yard pickup.
Take right open.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, I'm gun.
Play action. It's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, HM. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the option right is Jackson. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper in 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
180. Nice shot.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Irvin will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So
now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Lawrence changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down.
20. Take right open.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Hey, I'm going.
And now they'll shift things around. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
Hey,
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
At the 12-yard line.
Go. Hey, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now he's going to down at the 1.
11 more yards.
Hey, two clear.
Jaguars, 1st down.
Touchdown! Jordan Addison taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing is Jackson. Jaguar pressure on Jaguar sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Fielded at the 33. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good pickup there at 22. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10.
30 left. Red on red.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks it. Put away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Go, go. Hey, let's fill.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. So, hot. Riggs. Hey, I'm gun. Go, let's go. 11. Think right, open. Here we go.
Gotta have it. Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
46-yard.
Once again, it's Irvin. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 9 here. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the final